This is Mr. Jarrett, and in this video, I'd like to demonstrate how to evaluate expressions when you have one variable. And in order to do this, we basically just have to do it, and I'll show you how you should write out the work. So the basic premise behind this is whenever they give you an expression, so for example here, evaluate j over 4, when j equals 12, the key is that they told you what j is equal to. So wherever you see a j, you need to replace it with a 12. So here we have j over 4. So now I'm going to replace the j with a 12. So I'm going to rewrite it as 12 over 4. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. So all I did was wherever I saw j, I replaced it with 12, and then I did the math that it's telling me to do. Since in the original expression, j is being divided by 4, when I replace j with 12, then 12 is divided by 4, and my answer is 3. Evaluate 6h when h is 8. So again, wherever I see a h, I need to replace it with 8. And so if I started with 6h, then that means that instead of h, I'm going to have an 8. And so when 6 and h are next to each other, whenever a number and variable are directly next to each other, that operation is multiplication. So that means that you're going to multiply 6 by 8. It's also a good idea to, when you substitute variables or replace variables, that you put it in parentheses, because here you can see it's a reminder that it should be multiplication, because we know when a number is in parentheses, we're referring to multiplication in most cases. So 6 times 8 is 48. And so 6h when h equals equal to 8 gives you 48. (2d plus 3) when d is equal to 8. So everywhere I see a d, I should replace it with an 8. So my problem here says 2d plus 3, which basically means take 2 and multiply it by whatever d is, and then add 3. So I'm going to replace the d with an 8 in parentheses plus 3. And now, following the order of operations, 2 times 8 comes before addition. So 2 times 8 is 16. Bring down the plus 3. And 16 plus 3 gives you 19. So my final answer is 19, because 2d plus 3 when d is equal to 8 will give you 2 times 8 plus 3, 16 plus 3, and therefore 19. And so one more, evaluate 9 minus 8 over s when s is equal to 4. And once again, the rules are not changing. Wherever I see an s, I'm going to replace it with a 4. So 9 minus 8 over 4. And so now I'm going to do the division first, because division here comes before subtraction. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this becomes 9 minus 2. And 9 minus 2 is 7. So my final result after evaluating this expression is that the final answer is 7. So that's it. Again, the basic rule is whenever you evaluate an expression with a variable, wherever you see that variable in your original expression, You replace it with whatever they tell you the variable is equal to. And then you do the math in the same way that you normally would, following the order of operations. I hope that helps. Work well.